The season of performance reviews is over and your manager might have ambitiously set your targets for this year. Here are your goals for 2023. Go and start dialing the fucking numbers. You've had your Christmas break and now it's all about grinding to achieve your KPIs. But down the line, the promotion doesn't come. Instead, you burn out and become completely unhappy. According to one research report, on average, 4 million of Americans quit their job each month in 2022. So you also start thinking about getting a sexy remote job in tech and relocating to Thailand. Ciao ciao! But for the majority, this kind of change won't solve career questions. So in this video, let's be selfish and think how we can get the most out of our careers in 2023 while avoiding radical change. At the end of the video, let's explore why radical change can be dangerous. In today's career development guide, we'll focus on maximizing happiness and fulfillment at work. Sounds exciting? So let's get stuck in. The first step of your career development plan is deciding how you want to develop as a leader or as an individual contributor. This is a super important question as it could shape your career for many years to come. Answering this question will help you identify focus areas. If you decide you want to foster your leadership and management skills, it's more than likely that you will focus on developing key soft skills. Should you decide to focus on becoming a specialist of your craft, the emphasis would be on further developing your hard skills. This tip made career planning really easy for me. When I decided that I do not want to pursue leadership and instead I want to improve as an individual contributor, it made the list of things I wanted to work on shorter and less overwhelming. The second step is to create career development roadmap for your chosen path. Career planning for individual contributors is different from the leadership path. We'll start by looking at the components of the leadership path and then move on to the individual contributor path. Don't skip through the path that is undesirable to you, because you might borrow certain techniques to add to your career planning. So how to create a plan for career development on the leadership path? If you aspire to become a leader or improve as a leader, first things first, ask yourself a set of questions about the previous year. Would you feel empowered and productive in a team with a leader like you? If no, why? Were you mentally stable enough to lead people? What made you angry at work last year? Why were you triggered? Did you have enough energy to give? Did you have the energy to take more responsibility? When you want to develop your leadership, you need to put a lot of focus into working with your mental state, energy, and communication style. And you can plan these work streams for the next year. Second, if you want to develop your career as a leader, think about evergreen functional skills. Are you good at presentations and public speaking? Can you tell compelling stories to motivate and inspire people in voice and via email? Do you know the basics of coaching and people motivation? And again, construct your development plan according to your answers. I know that's a lot of questions, and to make it easy for you to find the answers, I've prepared a workbook for you in the video description. So continue to watch this video to understand the approach and do your homework afterward. Now let's also cover how to create a career development plan as an individual contributor. First, find an inspiring and senior contributor who has a similar or a more senior position to yours and study what they are doing. Take a look at their LinkedIn page and portfolio if available, or even book a mentoring session with them on the ADP list. It's a free platform for booking mentorship sessions. Also, if you want to develop your career in tech industry but as a non-engineer, you can also book a mentorship session with me. I will leave the link in the video description. I'm sure you will get tons of insight on what makes these people so successful, and you might end up including some of those skills into your career development plan. Second, to upgrade your career this year as an individual contributor, minimize the daily suffering and maximize the things you are good at. Realistically, you will be able to stop doing 1 or 2 things from this hate list already in Q1. If you clearly communicate it to your manager, and focusing on the things you are good at more will also bring you fulfillment and make you look successful in the eyes of the management. Third, improve your personal brand, and the best way to do this for an individual contributor is to give public talks at related conferences. And last but not least, take a look at those KPIs that you've set with your manager and think how you can outperform them by 150%. Not only it increases the chances of further promotion, but it will also help you think how you can perform your main responsibilities differently. After answering these questions, you might already have 80% of action plan. So now let's address the remaining 20. When you want to maximize the happiness you get from work, think about the people you spend a huge percentage of your life with, your manager and your colleagues. Unsurprisingly, another research report shows that 85% of people find it important to have a good manager. And further to this, 2 out of 5 people have left their job because of poor management. So take a critical look at your current manager. Do you think that this person is equipped to be a leader and get the best out of you? Do you feel empowered working in their company? And the same question applies to your colleagues. How motivated are they? How supportive are they? Next, decide if you will be able to develop and flourish in such environment this year. If you find the company of people you work with leaves much to be desired, don't make a radical and rash decision to leave tomorrow. First, look at yourself. Do some work on yourself and consider your attitude. Maybe your behavior and attitude is contributing to these bad vibes and is a reason you might not be clicking with your team. Also, what if you try accepting the limitations that frustrate you in others and try to develop despite of them? Treat it as a productive exercise. First, give yourself time to become an observer, noticing how you and others work together, and build your resilience. Then take time to build confidence in the type of work dynamic you want to be part of. We can't always choose the people we'll work with when entering a new job, but we can choose to live when the environment starts having a negative impact on our career goals. To summarize this tip, reflect on your current working environment. Try to make a positive change to the relationship with your coworkers and decide whether you want to continue being part of this team in the long run. And now, as I promised, let's talk about why making a radical change could actually hinder your career rather than being a positive way out. When we want to do something radical, it's highly likely that this decision is purely emotional, and we don't have enough brain capacity to dedicate to the rational assessment of other opportunities. When changing jobs in a hurry, you most probably won't choose the best opportunity out there and enter a vicious news cycle. Deciding to leave your job in this manner might also result in financial losses. Make a change in peace. Make change when both the rational and emotional are aligned. Avoid radical emotional change. Plan your career growth and improve the most important areas that you've identified. Thank you so much for watching this video until the end. You'll find a short workbook in the video description. Give this video a like if you found this video helpful and inspiring, and subscribe if you want more content on happy and healthy career and personal development. See you in my next video. Bye.